Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial on Buildium, the property management software. This is going to be especially useful for property managers and landlords. If you are juggling spreadsheets, separate accounting software, and endless email chains to manage your properties, this is your software, okay? We're going to see basically the key functionalities of Buildium and we're going to check if it's worth it or not. Now, Buildium is a cloud-based software designed to simplify the complex world of property management. It is built for professionals managing residential and commercial properties, community associations, and even student housing. The main goal of Buildium is to centralize all of your key operations. Think robust accounting, online rent collection, tenant screening, maintenance requests, and communication portals for both tenants and owners. What I like about this is that you have a 14-day free trial that you can access by clicking in here. And after a couple of questions, you're gonna get access to this dashboard, okay, to your main dashboard. And what I like about this also is that it's gonna let you play with some sample data, okay, so you can just see the functionalities of the program. As you can see in here, I have a bunch of properties, but these are all fictional, these are all made up, okay. To make this practical, we will roleplay as the manager of Good Apartments, a 10-unit building. We need to list a vacant unit, onboard a new tenant, collect rent, and handle a maintenance request. This is going to allow us to see Buildium's key feature in action, okay? Before anything else, you need to set up your financial backbone, okay? So we're just going to go to the accounting section in here. Now we need to add our operating and security deposit bank account. So we're just gonna go to banking in here. And now we have to fill in the details for Good Apartments. Okay, so let's click in here, add the bank account. And now we have to fill in the details such as the name, the country, and so on and so on. Now this is just going to be to mirror our real world accounts for tracking, but there is no actual banking in done from here, okay? So don't worry about it because no payment is going to be transferred from this app to your bank account. This is just to keep track of the actual money. Now we need to add our properties, okay? So we're just going to go to rentals in here. We're going to check properties and we're going to add like a new property as you can see in here, okay guys? We have to fill in the property type, which in my case is going to be like a single family. And now we have to fill in the details for, all of our apartments, all right? Also, we have to add like the property owner by clicking into this button and adding the details, okay? Such as the name, the company name, and so on and so on. Now, we have to link a bank account to this particular apartments. Okay, you can just link the one that we created before, the one that was called Good Apartments. In this case, I'm just gonna, link it to whatever else, okay? Like to a rent account or things like that, okay? And you can also reserve some money to this property, okay? So that you always have some money on your bank account to take care of this property, guys. You can also sign like a primary manager, okay? Which is, it can be like an employee of yours or it can be yourself even. And yeah. After you're ready, just click on create property, okay? And you can add as many as you like if you have multiple apartment, guys. Now let's fill a vacancy. Under the listing tab, I just want you to press on listings in here. This is gonna allow you to basically create like a detailed rental listing, alright? And this is very useful, guys, especially if you want to post this vacancy to top sites, okay, such as Craigslist, Silo Rental Network, Apartment.com, and so on and so on. This is going to offer you a professional-looking, customizable application form, okay, and you can then run comprehensive tenant screenings right from the platform to find qualified renters, okay. So, as you can see here, we have a bunch of different apartments, as you can see. And we can just access to each of them by clicking on them. Okay, great. And after you're ready to export them to a certain site, you can just post to Craigslist or to, HTML. Okay, and this is just gonna make like a certain code that you can copy to certain pages. Okay, if you click in here or here. Now, once you have a proof of tenant, the onboarding process is seamless. You can create a new lease. Okay, so let's just go to rentals in here, and let's go to tenants. Amazing. Now, I just want you to find the button that says add a lease. And you basically need to input all of the critical details, such as the lease term, the rent amount, and any recurring fees. Okay, guys? So just select the property that we created, the one that was called, Oak Good Apartments, or in this case, I'm just gonna select like any of these, okay, guys? The least type, you can just, click on fix with rollover, or at will, okay? It doesn't really matter, it depends on the contract that you have. You can also select like the start date, the end date, and so on and so on. And most importantly, the rent amount, as you can see. Also, you can set some security deposit if that's what you have. And yeah, you can also upload some documents in here in the form of a PDF, guys. After you're ready, just click on save. Now, manual maintenance tracking is a nightmare. With Buildium, tenants can submit maintenance requests directly through the portal, okay? By just coming to maintenance in here, and then you can just come to work orders or property inspections, okay? Depending on what you want to do. And as you can see here, we have different, inspections and different problems like leaky facade, squeaky step, and so on and so on. And you can just add like a new one, okay, for the time, the category, and you can assign it to someone, to a certain manager, and so on, so on, guys. And this is going to allow you to have all of your work orders and maintenance tasks just in one place, okay, and ready to check. So the pros of Buildium are actually significant. It's a truly all-in-one platform that is going to consolidate nearly every aspect of property management. The accounting features are incredibly robust and purpose-built for property financials. The tenant and owner portals empower you with self-service options, which is going to save you a ton of administrative cost. And the system is also pretty user-friendly, and it's going to scale well for multiple properties. Now, on the flip side, building can be a little bit overkill if you don't have like multiple properties, like if you just have one or two. And also, it's important to keep in mind that this is not free. You all have like 15 days of a free trial, but it's not free overall. Okay, guys? But I would recommend that you just try it. That's it. Thank you so much.